Now, welcome along on YouTube. Very welcome along. Mary, great to have you with us. I'm just going to start up on Facebook here. Now, close that. Okay, welcome along. Good afternoon. So, Friday's chair gym with myself, Shane, leading the session. Everyone on Facebook, very welcome along. And YouTube, very welcome along. So I'm going to bring us into the workout very shortly. If you happen to be performing the workout later in the day, maybe just skip ahead a minute and we'll be straight into that workout. Considerations. The entire workout will be led seated. Make sure you have plenty of space to work with. Bottle of water at the ready. And if any movement were to feel painful, uncomfortable, please just to stop that exercise. So we don't want any pain through any movement, and knowing just to slow it back, step it back if anything felt uncomfortable. So we're into 2 o'clock. Let's just get into movement and get active and moving to start. So warming ourselves up. I will begin, as I often do, with those shoulders. I always like to just check in with the shoulders, just guiding them backwards in circles, a little bit of movement. And then I'll change direction and guide those shoulders forward in circles. Okay, so just taking your time with that action, just getting that little bit of movement. And back in. Now, just to take those hands up, just take a nice smooth press straight out in front, out from the chest. Just check in, everything's okay. Afternoon, Angela. Down, very welcome to have, great to have you. And then just keeping those hands up, I just want to keep the body straight and just a little rotation to left and then over to right. Just think about keeping the hands roughly in line with the upper body. So I don't want the hands here and the body in a separate position. I want to just keep everything roughly in sync. Now, providing that feels okay, let's just add a little bit of a press in each position. So just between left and right, and just a nice light press out in front. Just swapping between those two positions. A nice smooth press out in front. And once more at each position, and down, okay? Just to bring those arms, folding the arms, so to lean forward, elbows towards knees. Marie Ballybrack, right ahead with us, very welcome along. Okay, and then I'm just going to pause, keep the arms folded, rotate to the right, and then rotate over to the left. And just take your time with that action. Just opening up through the upper body here. Just getting a nice movement side to side. Once more in each direction. And back in. Keeping those arms folded. Now just bring right elbow towards left knee. Left elbow towards right knee. A little bit of movement across the body now. And again, we don't need to be too harsh or perfect with that elbow to knee, but just roughly towards the position. Just think moving across. And back in, okay? From this position, just want to open the arms in front and then open arms to side. Just swap between the two positions, forward and lateral. So just raise in front, raise out to the side. Just getting a little bit of movement through the shoulders. Just switching on, just checking in how that position feels. And from there, just bring those elbows in. Might notice I'll start to rock the feet forward and back a little bit. Just as I start to bring those hands up towards shoulders, getting a little bit of movement from the elbows and just lightly rocking those feet forward and back. Okay. And just drop the arms down, just continue to rock those feet forward and back. What I want to do next is just to move and start moving through that lower body, stretching the legs out lightly guiding your heel in towards the floor. It's just lightly tapping in front. Opening up the movement a little bit wider now, so stretching those legs out to the sides, guiding your heels towards the floor again. And then just return, bring it back just into a march. Very similar, but now I want to point the toes to the floor. So we'll go directly in front, just guiding your toes now, pointing them down in towards the floor. Just stretching your legs directly in front, pointing toes towards the floor. Okay, and then like the last movement, just opening it out wider now. So just stretching those legs out. And again, just guiding those toes towards the floor. And I'll just take it into a light march. And the next movement for lower body, we're just going to lightly extend the two legs, alternate rather. So just moving through the right and then the left. Just a light kick, light extension out in front, right, left. Just swapping side to side. And then if we return, bringing it back into a march, I just want to open up through my hips next. Just with a big step and big steps. Just opening out either side. And then if we just return, bring it back in. Okay, just continue marching out. And I'm just going to finish off tapping those heels out again. So as we continue this movement, I will just introduce us into our next phase. So a couple of movements lined up. Similar format, but a couple of changes to how I normally deliver these Friday sessions. Some of the movements will be quite active. Maybe working the leg and arm together on one side. And then one or two, a movement in between that might be a little bit slower. But I'll signal when you can speed up a movement a little bit and when maybe to just slow the pace down and just really kind of hone in on technique and control. So maybe a slightly different challenge to what you're used to with me, but hopefully a nice enjoyable workout. So let's move into our first action. What I want to do is just bring those hands up. We're going to do a little bit of boxing, so a light punch. I'll always say just not to go too harsh or aggressive, just keep the movement light here. So what I want you to do is extend the right leg and punch with the right arm. Over to the left, back to the right, and then continue. So a little bit of coordination involved. Work through the right, work through the left. Just checking in on that clock. Just working for a good 30 seconds or so. Just work through the right and then through the left. Extend the leg and punch with the arm. You might start a little bit slower. Just get a feel in terms of the coordination of the movement. But then you might start to speed things up a little bit. So this is a movement we can add a little bit of power and pace into if we are happy with the action. If anything feels uncomfortable, whether that be the lower part or the upper part of the movement, just strip it back. And just finish it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, zooming in on the right leg, extend the leg up, slowly down. So now we just really focus in on that leg. This is a much more controlled action than when we combined it with the arm and the punch. Should take you a couple of seconds to lower that foot back to the floor. I don't want to be too strict with timing that, 3, 5 seconds, anything, just that you're controlling. That's all I want here. I don't want to just rapidly drop that foot down. Extend the leg, slowly lower the foot. Let's go another couple of times. Let's go twice more. Leg might need a little bit of a shake because I'm just working really hard just to slowly lower that foot back down. Swap sides, left leg, extend, slowly lower the foot down. Extend, slowly lower that foot back down. So just continue on like that, keeping that same really good control. And working just a couple of repetitions, not going to go too high with the number we perform, but just some really good controlled, slowly controlled descents here. 3 more times. And we'll take that twice more. And one last time. And down. Okay, bringing those hands back up. Now I want to work a knee lift with punch, right then left. So again, maybe just start slow, and then we'll start to build this one up. So again, we can add a little bit of power, providing we're still keeping that good technique. I'm keeping that upper body strong. Just notice that I'm not bending that back at all. Big lift to the knee, and just lightly punch out with those arms, one at a time. Right, left. Just check in on that clock. Again, I'm not going to be exactly strict, but roughly 30 seconds, or 30 seconds plus. Sky is the limit. We can push them harder and a bit longer probably. Just working through the right and then through the left. A little bit of power in the movement. Just check in. And we'll go 3, 2, 1. Back down. Like we did on the previous movement, now we just zoom in on the knee lift. Really slow and controlled. I might even hold the side of the chair. Lift the knee slowly down. So exactly like we did with the leg extension, but now just on that knee lift, really slow down. Naturally that foot wants to just drop. Slowly lower it back down. Imagine your foot was on a pump, so there's a little bit of pressure and you're just slowly going down. It can't just drop. I want to go 3 more times. And 2. And once more. Swap sides. Left leg. Just reset. Might come out of position a little bit, so just make sure. Comfortable position. Slowly down. Big lift. Slowly down. Upper body keeps its shape. I'm not bending. Rounding at that back. I'm keeping everything strong. Lift slowly down. So I want to do that 3 more times. Not too strict with a count here, just that you are purposely really slowing that action down as you drop the foot. Once more. And down, okay? Just rock the feet forward and back. That's that first little block finished. Exactly the same for a second round. So again, hopefully get that idea. Some of the movement, a little bit of power when we add the boxing. And kind of nice dynamic right, left. And then slowing it down when we take one element of the movement, i.e. just the leg extension or the knee lift. So let's go again. Reset the position. Nice and upright. Hands up. Extend the right leg like a kick. And punch with the right arm. And then left. Again, maybe you have a better feel of it this second round. Coordination feeling good now. Everything's feeling comfortable. Just working right, left, and again you can apply a little bit of power here, depending how it feels. Slow it down a bit if tough. We don't mind just a little bit of power through the movement here if that's feeling good. Right, left, just check in on that clock. I want to get there 30 seconds plus each time. Another couple of times. Time it down. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, much more control. So it's really more of a light kick there. Now I want to really focus in on the leg. Extend the right leg. Slowly lower that foot back down. Again, extend out. Slowly lower the foot back down. So that's all I have to think about. It doesn't have to be X amount of seconds. Just that you purposely, every time, don't let that foot just drop. Control back down. So legs switched on. Slowly lower back down. 3 more times. And 2. And 1 last time. Really take my time on this last one. Still not down, and then rest down, okay? Zoom in, focus on that left leg, extend, Slowly lower back down. And feel that leg switched on now, because I'm really controlling the action, really purposely controlling that action back down, slowly lowering the foot. Just getting as much connection feeling, just switching in or onto that left leg. So another couple of times, extend, slowly lowering back down. And let's go 2 more times. I'm not going to push anything too high. And one last time. I'm really going to control this last one, taking my time, really lowering that foot. A couple of seconds. And down. Okay. Now reset, upright, hands up, lift the knee and punch. So knee lift and box. Right, left. Again, nice dynamic movement. We can add a little power. So not like the last action, which we really slowed and controlled. Now I let a little bit of pace, a little bit of power in the movement. Right, left, knee up and box. Right, left, right, left. Continue, another couple of seconds here, or a little bit longer than that rather. So you want to go a little bit of a block of time here, a little bit of endurance, just keeping it going for a good block of time. As I say, 30 seconds plus. We'd rather go on the longer side than the shorter side. Just giving ourselves a little bit of challenge with this one. Time it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, control it. Back to our knee lifts. Just adjust, make sure your position feels comfortable. Lift the right knee. Slowly lower that foot down. So it might feel a little bit heavier now, just after all the previous work. But you're going to work really hard. Don't want the foot to just drop. I want to control it down. Big lift, slowly down. Might feel that hip and the leg itself might just feel a little bit heavy. Big lift, slowly down. 3 more times. And 2. And once more. Swap sides, reset. Comfortable in the position. Elevate the left knee. Slowly lower that foot down. Elevate the knee. Slowly lowering the foot down. Again, very controlled as I lower that foot back down. Good lift of the knee. Slow, controlled lowering the foot. Just finish out. Let's take this one 3 more times. Keeping that same control with each and every repetition here. And last time. And down. Okay. Cluster of work finished. We will, while we, before we move into the next one, just lightly rock those feet forward back. I will work similar kind of approach, not exactly the same, but quite similar approach, but now working through the upper body, particularly checking in with the shoulders and with our arm circle variations, and just checking what else to have. A little bit of work on the back as well, and a little bit of rotation as well. So yeah, just generally upper body here, shoulders, back, a little bit of postural work as well. So let's reset the position, nice and upright. Make sure plenty of space either side. My arms are straight, palms of the hands face the floor, and I just guide those arms forward in circles. I'll always say, just with those circles, start small, start controlled. I don't want to go 100 miles an hour here and really big, really fast. Just slow, controlled. And if that feels good, might start to add a little bit more movement in then. So I just want to, again, take our time, aiming for roughly 30 seconds. I won't push this one too hard. I know those shoulders can start to feel a little bit heavy. Just spend a little bit of time with this action, forward in circles. And we'll just go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, relax the arms down. Just to sit forward a little bit. Just don't want to be too tight for this next action. Interlace the hands. So physically bringing the fingers of the two hands together. You see the elbows are up. I want to rotate my body to the right and then over to the left. So I have space to push either side of me. I'm not hitting into the wall behind. I have a little bit of space here to work with. So I'm sitting a little bit forward in that chair. You know, so there's no kind of a swing here. I don't want to go too rapid. Just nice, smooth, right, left. Bringing my head with the motion. As I get tired, maybe those elbows drop, but I'm trying to keep them roughly at shoulder height here. Just working between those two directions, right, left. Nice controlled. Let's go once more in each direction. And back down, okay? Going back to our shoulders. So again, just that might maybe a more slower controlled action there, but now back into maybe a more demanding movement. Reset, I'm tall, my arms out, palms faced up to the ceiling, and now I will just guide the arms backwards. Just a slight variation, the same movement, arm circles, very much controlled. Start small, start slow, gradually open it up if that feels okay. Just guiding those arms backwards again. I won't push this maybe quite as long as the legs. Just the nature of the movement. I think those shoulders do get a little bit heavy and tired with this action. So I won't push it too far. So we'll just finish it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax those arms down. Next, just checking in with your upper body again with this one. Generally upper back or your shoulder, you might feel active here. We bring the arms out. About shoulder height, pull back the right hand, pull back the left hand. So imagine you just grab and then pull back. So you'll see the hand comes into the shoulder and the elbow opens to the side. So you might feel a little bit of connection with that shoulder, just generally the upper back region here. Just grab, pull back. Nice, controlled. I'm not looking to swing it back really rapid, just a nice smooth pull back. Once more each side. And down, relax the arms down. Just take it nice and relaxed, roll the shoulders back. So that's the first round of that little cluster finished. We'll try those movements a second time. Again, if you find anything there difficult, don't be afraid to just take it back a step. Slowing it down a bit, or maybe just if any movement just doesn't feel good, just to take away the part that doesn't feel good. Okay, so reset. Nice and upright in my chair, my arms out, palms down, forward in circles. Yeah, nice, smooth, controlled. Shoulders very active. Just drawing circles. If I look either side, my hands are drawing circles. I'm not looking to swing or go too fast. Just nice, smooth action. We'll finish it out. 3, 2, 1. Back down. Okay, hands together. So physically merge the fingers, elbows up. I might sit a little bit forward and rotate side to side. Over to the right, over to the left. Just keeping that head roughly in sync with the body here. I'm not looking to go too rapid, just a nice smooth rotation, side side. Control movement through the upper body, just opening out. Maybe feels a little bit tight when you begin. Maybe start to explore and open up a little bit more space as you go along with this one. Once more, each direction, over to the right, and once more over to the left. And back down. Okay. Back to the arm circles. Just reset. Nice and upright. We want to open those arms, palms faced up. And just guide those arms backwards in circles now. Again, I won't push it too hard in terms of the duration. Just keeping the arms steady, slowly backwards. Nice controlled circles. We'll time it down. Finishing in 3, 2, 1. Just mindful that the shoulders can feel a little bit heavy on that one. So reset. Arms out. I want you to grab with that right hand, pull back. Grab with left hand, pull back. Think of your hand towards the shoulder, the elbow opening out to the side as you pull back. Just generally, again, connection back of our upper body, that kind of region. Maybe the shoulder, maybe the back in general, just feeling a little connection, little activation as you pull back. Nice and smooth, nothing too fast or aggressive here, just a nice smooth pull back. Once more per side. And back down. Relax those arms, okay? So after that one, let's just check in. Nice and relaxed, roll the shoulders back. So next we will, again, not entirely dissimilar, just that same kind of idea. We have 2 actions, very similar, which will work the core quite actively. And then just 2 slightly slower, more controlled actions in between. Okay, so our final cluster of work here. Again, just when you check in with the core, I always say just need a little bit of control, just watching in things like that you're keeping the upper body nice and straight during some of these movements, that we're not bending really harshly on that back or anything. So, setup. Sit tall, open the arms. I want you to lift the knee and bring the elbow across. Opposite side, lift the knee, elbow across. You'll notice there's no physical touch here. There is a gap, space between the positions. So I'm not going to push anything too far. If I were to touch, probably because I'm bending, I just want to keep that body straight, draw the elbow across, lift the knee. Just move across the front of the body. And again, I don't want to go really fast here, lose control. This is again just a movement, we just slow it down a touch, there's no hurry. Just moving with nice control on this one. There's plenty of challenge, no need to rush. But it is a good challenging movement. A little bit of power in the actions, but control as well. Elbow across, knee up. Once more. And down. Okay. Next action. This is just about keeping a little bit of control with the posture. Essentially, I just want to avoid bending and just that ability to keep a nice straight upper body position. So, sit tall, arms out in front, lean the body forward, pull the body back. So, get back. So forward and back. All the time, keeping the body straight. Good connection here. Just that I'm not folding in the position or those arms dropping. The arms stay level. That just kind of helps me tune into that idea of keeping the body straight as I tilt and then pull back. Forward, pull back. Once more. And back in. So again, I want to return to that elbow to knee movement. So open the arms, exactly the same, elbow across, knee up. Yeah, there's no physical touch. I'm not worried about it, rather. There's still a gap between the 2 positions. So just bring the elbow across, open the knee up, elbow across. Keeping that upper body straight so I'm not bending to achieve that. And say, less worry about physical touch, just think more about the movement. Elbow across, knee up. And 2, and 1, and back down. Okay, from that position, just open the legs up. This is again a movement I'll just signal to you. You can apply a little bit more power here if you like. Keep the feet up, keep the legs straight, and just up, down. Not in a huge plane, very small range of movement, just very much active on the legs, and you might feel the hips a little bit tired as well on this one. Just keep those feet up off the floor, keep the legs straight, and just work that position up, down, up, down. We'll just work for a couple of seconds. Keep going on that clock. We'll take it in 5 more seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. Rest the feet down, okay? Take a couple of seconds, just reset. And in between, rock the feet forward and back. And that just gives you the chance just to reset and check how that all feels. If everything feels good, exactly the same. If anything felt a little bit tough there, maybe slow it down. And of course, if anything just felt painful, uncomfortable, just not to continue with that movement. So let's go. Final time, final round of work here. Okay, so nice and upright, arms out, elbow across, knee up. Opposite sides, alternate. Elbow towards knee, upper body stays straight, not bending at any point. Just a good lift of the knee. And a good movement across with the arm, elbow towards knee. Because we perform this one twice, I won't push it too long. Just go once more and back down. Preferable probably show this from the side. Nice and upright, arms out. Without dropping the arms and without bending. Keep the position strong. Lean the body forward. Pull back. Lean forward. Pull back. We'll just continue on. Keeping that upper body strong. Just want you to tilt. Think from your hips. Just lean forward. Pull back. Lean forward. Pull back. Once more. And in. Okay, just bring it back. Again, just want to open those arms up. Position feels good. Elbow across, knee up, returning to that movement. A little bit of control again, naturally. I might start to speed up. I think we're near the end now. Just keep that control. No need to rush anything. Elbow across, knee up. Nice strong upper body position throughout the action. A little bit of coordination, a little bit of challenge involved with this one. And I'll finish. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Final action. Open the feet or stretch the legs out. Feet up off the floor. And let's pulse those legs up, down. Small enough range as I illustrate with the hands here. Not a huge range, but keep the legs straight. Keep the feet up off the floor. Particularly when the legs start to feel a little bit heavier or tougher and maybe those feet start to drop down. I want you to keep the feet up. Keep it all really nice and switched on. And I'm just keeping an eye on the clock. Just going to push this one for a little block of time. Be roughly around 30 seconds. And finish out. Last couple of seconds here. We'll finish it out. 3, 2, 1. Rest those feet down, okay? So just start to rock the feet forward and back. So I'm always aware this is the Friday session, so I just want to bring you through a cool down now. And just particularly if you performed a couple of workouts during the week, just taking your time here, just relax the body down. A couple of nice controlled movements and a couple of stretches in here as well. So just begin. Just opening those legs, similar to how we begun in the warm-up, but now just focused on that kind of open or wider movement or range. Guiding your heel to the floor and just opening the legs out. So a nice stretch either side. And then if you just return it back in, straighten the right leg out and just hold the position static for a couple of seconds. Back down. And exactly the same on the left. Just hold a couple of seconds. Back down. Over to the right again. And then over to the left. Now we're going to work the two legs. Extend the two legs. Feet up. Point the toes forward and away from yourself. And then pull the toes back. Point the toes forward and away. And as if you had a piece of string, you just pull those toes in. Again, just point those toes forward and away. Again, like a piece of string, pull those toes back in. And rest down. Okay, I'll just sit slightly forward now. Open that right leg, just pause for a couple of seconds. I feel a little stretch in our thigh. Bring it back in, open the left. Same again, open through the right. Open through the left. Once more per side. And then over to the left. And back in, okay? Just going to work up to the upper body now. I want you to bring the hands up. I want you to stretch the arms out forward as far as you can. Hold position. And stay like this for a couple of seconds. And then to pull back. Hands into shoulders. So just show me that from a different angle. Straighten the position out forward as far as I can. And then pull back. A couple of seconds. Exactly the same. Just press forward and hold. And pull back. Yeah, we might have to break the shorts out soon. The weather it's hard to know though. It goes sunny, cloudy. It's hard to judge. And pull back. Straighten the arms out. Pull back, and just one last time. And just hold them for a couple of seconds in each position. A couple of seconds extra rather. So stretch the arms. Nice hold. I feel a good stretch around the upper body, my back. And then pull back, a little squeeze. Shoulder blades squeeze together. And relax the arms down. Okay. Like we did as an active movement, but I want to hold this as a stretch now. So again, I'm sitting a little bit forward, fingers together, elbows up, rotate to the right. Just pause in a position for a couple of seconds now. And then I'll take it over to the left. I'm just going to pause, hold in the position for a couple of seconds here. Over to the right again. Just hold for a couple of seconds. And then over to the left. Let's take that one more time each side. And again, just going to hold in that position for a couple of seconds. And once more over to left. And back in. Okay. Just to bring the arms out straight. Sometimes I'll show this from the side, it can be useful. I want you to lift the hands up, just so you can see that movement. And then lower the hands down. So you'll see the arms stay straight, and I just work between those two positions. So the hands faced up. Hands lower down. One more time. Raise the hands up, nice stretch. Lower the hands down. And back. Now, checking in with the shoulders. So what I'll often do, I'll say, imagine kind of picking up two big heavy bags or like two big heavy weights. And I want you just to slowly lift up. And then as if those weights were just pulling you down, slowly down. So I'm not resting here, I'm actively pulling down. Again, nice controlled lift, shoulders up towards ears or as high as comfortable. And then slowly pull down. Same again, just take your time between the two positions. Lift those shoulders up towards the ears, high as comfortable. Slowly pull down. Once more. And then actively pull down. So I'm not just resting, I'm actively pulling down as if I was holding two big heavy bags in each hand. And then I relax the position. Again, just reset, hands up, A little bit of space between me and the back of the chair. Just a little swivel to the left. And then over to the right. Again, just over to the left. And over to the right. And once more, over to the left. And over to the right. Okay. This final movement for the shoulders. Right hand to the shoulder. I look to my side. Nice, controlled, and this is me cooling down. I don't want any kind of power here. Just really slow, controlled circles. Just going backwards. Change direction, just guide that elbow. Drawing circles forward now. Okay, just check in on the opposite. Left hand to shoulder, elbow, drawing circles by my sides. Nice control, just winding down. And back the other way. And in, okay. So we'll just check in because I know I'm finishing up these the end of the week, so just really nice and relaxed with the head. Always just avoid a sharp sudden twist, that's always what I'd say, and just avoid going too extreme in the range. So very simple, looking over to the right and then just looking over to the left. Take it back to the center, exactly the same, up, down, just avoiding speed or any extreme ranges that would feel uncomfortable. Up, slowly down, and back to the middle. And then nice, just to finish off, a couple of inhale, slowly exhale back out. So I'm just going to keep the hands on my legs. Slowly out. Same again. Slowly exhale. Twice more, just ensuring we're nice and relaxed at the end of the session. And last time. Okay, so that's our workout for today. Hope you have a great weekend. Hopefully the sun stays out for us. We'll be back again with full schedule next week, and we have our mobility and stretch class tomorrow morning at 11. So thanks to everyone for all the comments along the way on Facebook, and thanks to everyone on YouTube. Brilliant work, everyone. Have a great weekend. Very welcome, Carmen. Great work. Sylvia, Carmen, great work, everyone. And thanks, admin. Very welcome, Marie. Helen, great work, everyone. Well done.